another little episode of Real Country with Jeff and Melanie. I bet you can't guess what I'm fixing to show y'all. Yeah, it's poke salad. I've heard all my life about poke salad. Now these leaves aren't real big, but a lot of folks down home in the country would get these leaves when they got a lot bigger, and they'd make poke salad out of them, and you can eat them. But they can make you sick if you don't prepare them correctly. I've heard you have to boil them and drain them 2, 3, or more times before you eat the leaves. So I don't mess with the leaves, but last few years, with all this COVID mess going on, we kind of have started looking for more natural cures for things. As I've mentioned in the past, I believe I've mentioned it, Miss Melanie found me a little cure for acid reflux. Now this may not work for everybody, but it worked for me. She'd just take a lemon, cut it in half, squeeze the juice out, and put it in a glass of hot water, small glass of hot water, and I'd drink it every day. And then I could eat pretty much anything I wanted and not have any heartburn or acid reflux. And I drink straight black coffee. I love chili and pasta and hot peppers. And normally I can eat anything I want and not have any trouble. And this has been going on now for 3 or 4 years. So for me, the lemon juice works for heartburn and acid reflux. And I just drink a small glass every morning, and I don't have no trouble. But now getting back to this, the poke salad, what I use, let me see if I can reach down here without breaking it. There, you poke salad berries. And that's what I use. We've heard, and I've tried it. Now, I can't swear by it because I don't have bad arthritis. But every now and then, especially in colder weather, my joints will get a little achy. And here lately, the older I get, sometimes your knuckles will feel that way in the hot weather. So somebody told me this, and I've tried it, and I've done this for several years. I can't swear it works, but I don't feel no worse. But you take 3 or 4 of these berries, and I don't chew them up, you swallow them whole. I'll come out here in the morning and a cup of coffee, and I'll have anywhere from 4 to 6 of them. Do that for 2 or 3 days, and I have noticed that your joints feel a lot better. Now I can't swear that's it. It may just be the weather. It may not be my turn to ache, but I have heard of a lot of people that swear by that. They say don't chew them up because they can give you a sour tummy and make you have to go to the restroom a bunch. If you take too many, it could really make you sick. But stay about 4 to 6 berries, swallow them whole, and no side effects except for your joints feel a little bit better. But now, here's some getting started. See, this is when they first start to make. Leave them alone. And when they're green, don't mess with them. But when they get pretty and purple, let me go ahead and break this stalk off. Well, I ain't wanting to break. Let me get my cutter. I got a little cutter here in my pocket. Let's try that. Uh-oh. See all the mess I got out here I need to get rid of. Alrighty. When they get good like blackberries, big and fat and round, not rotten, but when they're good and soft, the kind that make your fingers good and purple, that's when they're good to go. And like I said, if you want to, and we've done this before, this is the time of the year when the berries start making good. And let's see if we can see it right here. They're just like grapes. They're hanging everywhere in here. So that's your fresh supply. But if you go ahead and pick them and put them in a Ziploc bag, roll the air out of it, stick it in your freezer, just like anything else, when the wintertime comes, if you start having some problems, you can pull you off a few, let them warm up in the refrigerator, till they get back to normal. and then go ahead and eat them then. Like I said, don't trust what I tell you. I'm not a doctor. I don't claim to be. But I have heard a lot of people talk about this, and I tried it for myself. So if anybody tries it, you're on your own. It's not that I'm telling you to do it. I'm just saying this is what I do. And like I said, as long as I believe they say don't go over about 8 a day. So what I do is 4 to 6 one day and 4 to 6 another. But I don't do it but no more than 2 or 3 days. And then skip a week or two. Hopefully you'll get to feeling better and won't need them. But that's just a natural remedy. And then, like I said, you can pick them off the stalk, put them in a freezer bag, and save them to when you need them, even when it's not the appropriate time of the year. And that's my little natural remedy. Helpful hint. We try to use the natural stuff better instead of the pill stuff, because I know the reason I got off the heartburn medicine, I found out after taking prescription acid reflux medicine that they could cause cancer. And so I'd much rather have heartburn and acid reflux than cancer. So we got off of that, and the lemon juice is natural because we take it straight from fresh lemons. But just thought I'd mention this to y'all today. Today's little video, in one way, ain't gonna be too much. We've been busy, had to do some other stuff. This little grass cutting, but we're gonna show you a few pretty little things. Our 4 o'clocks is busting out pretty. We got some yellow ones and purple ones and a few little hybrids. Now I don't know if everybody knows about 4 o'clocks. That's a little hybrid. Now, if you don't have a green thumb, but you'd like to have some pretty flowers in your yard, you might want to think about the 4 o'clocks. During the day, they stay tight and green, pretty much like that right there. But somewhere between 4 and 5 in the evenings, they start opening up. Now, here's the bad thing. They are evasive. They will take over and spread out. But the good thing is you can't hardly kill them. Uh-oh. There's old Mr. Wasp hiding in there. I don't want to get a handful of him. He'd hurt me. But they will spread out. So you kind of have to watch them and keep them in check. And then as they make their flowers, let's see if I find one here. Yeah, here we go. As they bloom, after the bloom, there'll be a little black seed in here. And it'll drop out and another one will pop up. But if you don't have a green thumb, once you plant them and get them started, you don't have to do anything else. You don't have to water them. You can, anytime you're ready, you can take a weed eater and cut them to the ground, and they will come right back. And then when fall of the year gets here and the weather turns cold, they go in the ground. You won't see them. You'll think they're dead and gone. And next spring, they'll come back. So you can't hardly kill them. We've had those for many years. And here's just another little pretty. We have some of the encore roses. At times, this bush will be just covered with them. We just went through a bunch of them last little bit, and now it's time for them to be deadheaded and start all over again. And I know we've made 3 or 4 crops, I call it, these roses all across here. Oh, but anyway, ugly old me had to make an appearance today. Like I said, the old song said, this sun's starting to set. It's trying to get nighttime on us. Like I said, not much of a video today, but just give you a couple things to think about. I know the other day we had a video, we started off with breakfast with the critters. Today we're kind of wrapping up with the critters. I'm fixing to double check everybody. Let's see if I can get them all in here. There's the chickens. Gonna wrap them up for the night. I'm fixing to give them some fresh water, make sure they're good to go. And double check the baby turkeys, tuck everybody in for the night. And it won't be long, it'll be time for supper. But anyway, like I said, this ain't much of one, but you know, think about it. It might be something you want to look into, it might be something you want to stick away from. But folks, we appreciate it. Even when we do a little short one like this, we're trying to stay on topic with what's going on right now. And today's just been one of them hot days. We did some weed eating around the place and watering the crops. And before I started talking to you about the poke salad berries, went down the garden and got some banana pepper. The weather's been so hot and dry. We ain't had rain, and I couldn't tell you when. Nothing of any resources. In one way, we need several inches of rain. Our grass is just as brown as this fall of the year. But hopefully we'll get a little bit in the next few days. The garden is tough this year. Ground's hard as a brick. So probably won't be much of a garden. I'm about ready to start a second garden. I guess some people call it a fall garden. But normally we have hot weather up to October, so there's still time to get some stuff growing. It's just, can we get them in the ground before they burn up and die? But anyway, said all that to say all this, like the old man said. We appreciate you checking in with us. Even though this wasn't a great video, wasn't a long video, but just something to think about. So if you like any of the little videos, please hit like, subscribe, the bell icon. We'll try to get some more going tomorrow. Until next time, good Lord's willing, the creek don't rise. We'll see y'all down the road. Thank you.